Hi, my name is Benedict Ous. Welcome to the sports segment here on the AM show. Well, yesterday, France managed to reach the next stage of the World Cup. That's the grand finale, their second final since 1998 when they hosted the tournament and won it. Well, tonight, we have another one. That's the second semi-final. That's going to be between England and Croatia. We'll see if the trophy, as they've been saying, is coming home, will still be on course as they play in that game. We'll see how that will go. But we'll talk more about what happened last night and also show you a preview of what's going to happen tonight. But here on the local scene, we've been talking about a two-man liaison team between FIFA, CAF, and then government of Ghana to look at what's happening here in terms of our football. Well, the meeting yesterday, a meeting was held between the liaison team and the Ghana Football Association officials, as staff of the Football Association. Even before that meeting, another meeting was held at the Alisa Hotel between the Ghana League Clubs Association and then the liaison team made up of Dr. Kofi Amwa. He's a leader and assisted by Otia Kenten, who is the technical director of the Football Association. Well, at that meeting with GALCA, they mentioned that government was going to take care of the salaries of the Ghana Football Association officials, as well as help Indiana Stars in their Africa campaign. That's the CAF Confederation Cup campaign. Well, we've been joined on the phone line by board chairman of Bofaka Tano and also a former GFA ESCO member. That's Mr. Yaw Boateng Gyan, Honorable Yaw Boateng Gyan. Hi, sir. Thanks so much for joining me this morning here on the AM show. First of all, when you heard about this liaison team, what was your initial reaction, sir?
Thank you so much, and good morning to your cherished listeners. Let me say that we were all, expecting some reforms in the FA because we have years back, even before Anna's expose, have expressed concern about the way football, is managed in this country. So some of us were always agitating that we need to change, the leadership. We need some reforms because I have been in football management for over 32 years. Yeah. You see, and what I knew was that government will, elect or select two people to the executive committee. Then we will elect one of them as the FA president. So you see that the government had always, a say in whatever happens at the FA.
Yeah, and this was the old system.
Yes, and some of us were just thinking that we can go back, to that system and make sure that at least any government that is in place will have the chance of at least, knowing exactly what is happening in FA. Because the government has its stake in it. Government is the one that, bear the expenses of all the national teams. And that is why we decided that, look, let us go back to that system. Some of us were proposing that we should go back. Okay. But you see, this thing that happened, government quickly went to court, placed an injunction on the FA. And it is Ghana Football Association. And now a supreme law, that is the constitution, allows everybody freedom of, joining any association that he likes. I cannot be a member of GBA because I'm not a lawyer. Okay. I cannot be a member of GJA, that is Ghana Journalists Association, because I'm not a journalist. I cannot be a member of Sports Writers Association. I think you have it. Yes, because I'm not a sports writer. So I was just thinking that this thing has come up. We need the same people, to do some reforms in the association. But the way government is handling this thing, it looks as if government is trying to impose these people on us. Initially, they brought up 5 people. We spoke against it. Now they went to Zurich to meet FIFA without any one of the association members. They went and told their story. Whatever they told them, we never knew. Now FIFA has come up with this 2-member committee. These 2-member committee are not, members of FA. They do not have any voting right. So my question here is that, should such a thing happen to GJ and the government comes in to place an injunction in court and get some people who are non-journalists, those people who are not journalists, to come to steer the affairs of GJ, will you sit down and look at government and say that, we have given you the green
light? Okay, Mr. Boateng, okay, Mr. Boateng, fair point.
If it is GBA, would they have done the same thing?
Okay,
Mr. That non-lawyers, people who are not lawyers, will just jump in and say that we are coming to. So this is my point. I'm just saying that government has every right. Once he's a stakeholder, he has every right to call all of us, sit us down, let us brainstorm. How are we going to handle this issue? Because this issue is in the public domain, and in fact, in the eyes of the public, things are not, things said about you is not good at all. So let us see what we can do right, so that at the end of the day, people will have, confidence in those who will be manning FA from now, the time that maybe we will be having elections to elect our own leadership.
Okay, Mr. Boateng, but are we not jumping ahead of ourselves? Probably because what's happening is that these two people are just taking care of things in terms of participation in international competitions, and then FIFA mentioned that when all is settled, it definitely will come to the Football Association, because government do not own clubs in the country, which we all attest to that fact.
I agree perfectly well with you, my brother. But the point here is that there were some people who were caught in the video. We can pinpoint them. They are there. Let the law deal with them. And let us sit down, because as I speak with you now, there is an injunction, so FA cannot function. Is that not it?
Yeah, but you don't think this is a good opportunity to clean the whole system?
Doing what?
You don't think it's a very good opportunity to clean the whole system? I mean, not looking at only those that were caught in a video?
Clean the system from where? Government is not engaging the other FA members. We are not talking because there is an injunction placed on the activities of FA. Now I'm paying my players, I'm paying my technical team. And it pains me. When you express some of these things, you get some few people who will not understand you, but they will sit on radio and start insulting you. I learned yesterday and I did before yesterday, somebody, one of your sister radio stations, some sports writers were insulting me. Please, the issue here is that nobody can force me to join an association that I think is polarized.
Exactly.
If we don't take care and we go by this trend that we are going, we are just setting a very bad precedent. Anybody who comes in may think that, look, let me also do the same thing. Look, in my board, I am a leading member of ND, but I have some people who are also leading members and staff supporters of MPP. When we meet, we discuss football. And I think that football is the only, event that brings us together as one people.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics, you just tension everywhere. So I'm just saying that when I see that a government in place is trying to meddle in the management of football in this country, it's dangerous, because I've been in government before. And when we were in government during the late Professor Mao's tenure, before he died, some young men were just trying to, agitate that we should go in there. And I said no. I stood on my grounds and said that no, we do not have any business with the management of football. Let the football people themselves set up the reform. And all these things that I'm telling you are the things that I told the old man that, look, we can do this, we can do that, we can do that. Let us call an emergency Congress and discuss these issues so that the government will have the chance of electing two people, of which one of them will be elected the president of FA. Then the person will always be in touch with whoever is the president to brief him the daily activities of the FA. This is exactly a very brilliant suggestion that we are bringing up there. But if I see, as a politician, that one event that brings us together as one people, is being politicized, the only thing that I would do is that I'm a politician for goodness sake. I will just have to back out and sit down and do my politics, because something that brings us together is also being politicized. Why do I have to spend my time spending my money and my time on that particular
all right. Mr. Boateng, thanks so much for your time this morning. We'll see how that definitely will go. So that was Yaw Boateng Gyan, a board member of Bofakwa Tano, or chairman, speaking to us on issues that have been happening here on the local scene when it comes to our football, and also the appointment of the liaison officers, that's Dr. Kofi Amo as well as Otia Kenton.